How to Train Your Dragon has some genuinely wild lore hiding beneath the surface, including proof that one baby dragon could eventually outclass every alpha in the entire franchise. And the real reason a hidden island might explain where an entire dragon species vanished to. If you love this franchise as much as we do, smash that like button and subscribe, because today's rewatch is going deep. Number 1, did you know Hiccup is actually way stronger than he looks? In the TV series, Snotlout punches Hiccup right in the face hard enough to knock him down, and he just gets back up like nothing happened. Later, when Hiccup punches him back, Snotlout goes down instantly. In the second movie, when Hiccup surprises Toothless with a brand new tail, Toothless gets so excited he jumps on him, and Hiccup not only supports his full weight on one leg, he actually pushes him back. Night Furies weigh around 1,700 pounds. Honestly, it tracks. Hiccup did grow up working as a blacksmith, and he's the son of Stoic the Vast. Number 2, why was Valka able to trigger Toothless's alpha mode the very first time they ever met? Even stranger, could she have encountered other Night Furies before him? The moment Valka meets Toothless, she immediately recognizes he's the same age as Hiccup, and with a single gesture, she triggers his alpha form almost instantly, an ability even Hiccup, the very first person to ever tame a Night Fury, had no idea existed. Toothless himself didn't seem to know either. So how did Valka figure it out first? After being taken by Cloudjumper, she spent over 20 years genuinely living among dragons, not observing from a distance, actually living with them, learning their languages, behaviors, and patterns across every species she encountered. At one point, she even mentions to Hiccup that Toothless isn't the only Night Fury, meaning there could be others somewhere in or around the hidden world she'd already seen. But knowledge alone wasn't enough. A dragon's hidden abilities don't just switch on for anyone. The dragon has to be relaxed and trust you completely. Valka understood that too, letting Toothless smell her first, taking her time, feeding him, playing with him, deliberately building trust before ever attempting to unlock anything. Hiccup had years of deep trust with Toothless, but he simply didn't have Valka's technical knowledge of dragon species. He never even knew alpha mode was something that existed. Valka did. That was the entire difference. Number 3, dragons in this universe actually become alphas in a few genuinely different ways, and it's more complex than most fans realize. Some dragons are born alphas within their own species, like the Speed Stinger or the Fireworm Queen, inheriting their status genetically and mainly leading through respect rather than any real mental control. Then there are true alpha species, the ones with a naturally occurring hive mind, like the Red Death, the Bewilderbeast, and the Forever Wing, capable of controlling entire nests made up of multiple different dragon species at once through pure signal-based dominance. And finally, there are pack alphas, dragons like Toothless himself, who earn their leadership purely through respect and loyalty rather than any inherited ability, capable of leading groups made up of completely different species who simply choose to follow them. It's honestly one of the more layered systems hiding underneath a kids franchise most people never stop to fully map out. Number 4, here's why the Screaming Death might actually be able to beat every single alpha dragon in this franchise, given enough time. Look at how the other major alphas actually went down. The Red Death only fell because of Hiccup's plan, and even then, it took Toothless's Plasma Blast tearing straight through her wings to finish the job. The Bewilderbeast went down the exact same way. One solid Plasma Blast, and his horn snapped clean off. But the Screaming Death tanked those same Plasma Blasts like they were nothing, which honestly makes sense. He's a Boulder-class dragon built like an actual walking tank. So what do the Red Death and Bewilderbeast actually have over him? Just one thing: size. That's genuinely it. And here's the wild part. The Screaming Death we actually see. Fighting Toothless is still just a baby, only a few months old, and it's explicitly stated that the older this species gets, the bigger it becomes. Give one a few years to grow, and you're left with a dragon boasting massive alpha-level size, a devastating fire blast, nearly unbreakable armor, and huge razor-sharp spikes with no clear weaknesses at all. A fully grown Screaming Death would honestly be unbeatable. Nothing in Berk's entire history could stand a real chance against it. Number 5, do you actually know the full story behind how Toothless became the legend he is today? For hundreds of years, dragons were considered mankind's sworn enemy until the last known male Night Fury was shot down by Hiccup, and from that moment on, the dragon finally had a name. Having lost half his tail fin, Toothless could no longer fly alone, so instead of killing him, Hiccup built him a new one, and the two became inseparable, each one needing the other just to survive. Their secret eventually got discovered by the rest of the tribe, forcing them apart temporarily, but the bond they'd built gave them the strength to take down an enemy hundreds of times their size. From that point forward, the idea of dragons and humans coexisting slowly started gaining real acceptance. Years later, after facing an even more powerful threat and nearly losing everything between them, that same bond saved them once again, and Toothless went on to defeat the reigning alpha, becoming the new leader of dragons everywhere. His influence romance eventually reaching far beyond Berk, even after falling in love and choosing to lead his own kind into the hidden world, disappearing from human sight entirely. The legacy of that original friendship never actually faded, it just became legend instead. Number 6. Did you catch the moment Light Fury actually attacked Hiccup, blasting him straight into the sky? Here's the full context. When Light Fury first meets Toothless, it's love at first sight. But the second Hiccup and Astrid show up, she panics completely, a wild dragon with zero trust in humans. Toothless tries calming her down, but she isn't having any of it, and bolts immediately. Later, when Hiccup and the villagers start heading west toward the hidden world, Light Fury secretly follows them, convinced Hiccup is forcing Toothless to stay by his side against his will. So the moment she gets a real opening, she strikes, launching Hiccup into the air in an attempt to set Toothless free. But here's the twist. Toothless doesn't fly off with her, he saves Hiccup instead without hesitation. That's the exact moment Light Fury realizes the truth. Toothless genuinely chose to stay. They were never enemies to begin with. Later that same night, she seeks Toothless out again, this time not to run from him, but to actually connect. Number 7. We technically never learn the Light Fury's real species name, and that detail matters more than it seems on the surface. In the official Dragon Manual, every species gets a name, a danger class, a known weakness. The Light Fury has none of that recorded anywhere, because she was simply never encountered by Vikings before, completely undocumented and unknown. It's a small detail, but it quietly hints at just how much of this world still exists beyond what's ever been written down. Number 8. Is Toothless's girlfriend actually stronger than he is? A lot of people assume she's just a female Night Fury, but that's completely wrong. She's an entirely different species called Light Fury, and in several genuine ways, she actually surpasses him. She's faster than Toothless purely because of her smaller size, and since her body is smooth and flat without any serrated scales, she can break the sound barrier far more easily than he can. She's also noticeably sharper, never needing a rider to help her through difficult situations, unlike Toothless, whom Hiccup has personally saved more than once, and she can vanish in the sky during both morning and night thanks to her mirror-like skin, while Toothless can only disappear at night because of his coloring. Does that make her species stronger overall though? Not exactly. She might be faster and smarter, but the Night Fury is the original bloodline, and physically, they're still considerably more powerful, which makes their combined offspring, the Nightlights, an entirely new kind of terrifying altogether. Number 9. Who exactly is the dragon responsible for taking Gobber's hand and leg? It's a mystery plenty of fans have wondered about for years. In the first movie, Gobber casually mentions he's been bitten, burned, and lost a leg and a hand, but he's still going strong. Some fans theorize it was a monstrous nightmare given how brutally aggressive that species is known to be toward Vikings. But here's the thing, neither the movies nor the books ever actually confirm which dragon did it. According to the directors themselves, that detail was left deliberately vague on purpose, partly for comedic effect since Gobber constantly jokes about it, and partly because it quietly mirrors Hiccup's own story, both of them losing a limb to a dragon and coming back stronger regardless. So which dragon really took Gobber's hand and leg? That's genuinely left entirely up to fan imagination. Number 10. What actually happened to Dark Deep, the mythical original homeland of every Boulder-class dragon, including the Gronkle? When Hiccup and Fishlegs finally visit the island, they find it eerily quiet, nowhere near the crowded homeland they expected. The island's most defining feature turns out to be two massive mountain peaks. Except on closer inspection, those aren't two separate mountains at all. They actually share a single base, meaning this was originally one volcano that split apart. When a volcano erupts violently enough, it can blow its entire structure apart like that, and the island itself backs this up. It's barren, gray, and completely devoid of any vegetation whatsoever. No grass, no trees, nothing. That kind of total devastation points to an eruption that wasn't just violent, but genuinely recent, since there simply hasn't been enough time for any plant life, insects, or prey to return and recover. Boulder-class dragons can handle volcanic environments incredibly well. Some even bathe in lava, but that doesn't make them completely invulnerable to a catastrophe of that scale. With no food, no dragon root, and no fish left anywhere nearby, there's simply nothing left on the island to draw them back home. So which one caught you off guard the most? The theory about a fully grown screaming death, or the mystery behind Dark Deep's destruction? Let us know in the comments. We read every single one. And if you want more hidden dragon secrets, make sure you like and subscribe, because there's still plenty more buried in this franchise we haven't gotten to yet.